Welcome to Race Control Training Demos. In today's demo, I'm going to show you how to launch the Race Control app, select an event, and set the race number and start the countdown. So let's get started. Click on the Race Control icon. While the application launches, you need to wait until the event is displayed. This is pulled from a Google Drive, so it can take a few seconds for this to display. It opens to the last displayed race, and then we can see this was the laser open, and it shows that all races have been won. For this demo, I'm going to select a training event. And it will pick up the next available race. We're going to run a handicap race. We're not concerned about the course. The course values do not need to be entered at all, but we do need to set the number of laps. So I'm going to change the laps to 4 laps. So I'll click on the laps value, then click in the number field, change the value to 4, then click back on the laps field to save. Clear the keyboard. Now at the bottom of the screen you can see there's 4 tabs: race setup with the text in black, timer, lap counter, and competitors. So the screen that is displayed will have the text shown in black. So if I click on timer, you can see that the timer goes black and the race setup, lap counter, and competitors is still in white. So basically, at the moment the timer is set to 18 seconds, so we need to set it to the 5 minutes. So if we go back to the race setup, we can go into settings. The 3 dots up here on the right hand side is how we get into settings. Go into setup, and we can see that the countdown duration is set to 0 minutes. So we're now going to change that. So again, we click on the 0, the number, change that to 5, and then click back on countdown duration to save the value, and then we click on save to save the whole setup. And if you see at the bottom of the screen, it shows you a message to say that the setup has been saved. Now go back to the setup screen, click on the timer, and we can see the timing now is set to 5 minutes. I'm going to start the countdown. You can see that you have an option to abort the countdown while it's counting down. Now, as it's counting down, it will display. It will sound if the horn relay is plugged in. It will sound the horn. Otherwise, it will just display the flags that you should be showing. Now, while that counts down, I'm just going to show you the competitor screen. So as I say, at the bottom of the screen you've got timer, lap counter, competitors. Now that we've started the countdown, the race setup screen is no longer available to select. Now the competitor screen sets pulls data from the cell wave file associated with the event, and you have the option of populating the competitors into the competitors window. So start by entering a cell number. So if we enter 375, which is my vote, and we long press on the value in the cell wave file, it will move that or copy that into the competitors and then clear the search window. If we select another competitor, so we have 5141, that's the solo. So we're going to select the solo, and that's put another boat into the competitors window. So you just continue until you have all the competitors entered into the competitors sheet. If we go back to the timer, we can see the timer is still counting down. I'll just show you the lap counter screen. So once the race has started, The competitors that you've listed will be in the competitors window, so they'll all be any competitor you've added to the race will be in that window. You can score once the race has started and the competitors have come around to complete a lap. You can count a lap by swiping right on those competitors. If you've made a mistake and added a competitor by accident, you can swipe left to remove that competitor from the race. So this will only work before you've recorded a time against that competitor. So I've made a mistake and I'm going to take out the solo. So I'm going to swipe left on that. It asks me if I want to remove that boat from the race. I can confirm that, and then that boat is removed. So if we go back to competitors, I'm going to add another boat into the race. So 105, that's a Wayfarer. Now you can also remove from this screen as well. So if I swipe left, I have the option of removing the boat from the race. If I don't want to, I change my mind and just click anywhere else in the competitors window, it will then just keep that boat there. I'll put the solo back in, 514. Press. So we've got 3 boats in the race at the moment. Okay, the timer, we're now down to 146, 145. I'm going to stop this training demo at this point, and we'll pick that up later once the race has started.